शिवशक्तिसमारम्भां भास्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मद्श्रीनाथपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रीनाथादिगुरुत्रयं गणपतिं पीठत्रयं भैरवं सिद्धौघं वटुकत्रयं पदयुगं दूतीक्रमं मण्डलं वीराङ्ग्यष्टचतुष्कषष्ठिनवकं वीरावळी पञ्चकं श्रीमन्मालिनी मन्त्रराजसहितं वन्दे गुरोर्मण्डलम्। श्रीविमर्शानन्दनाथं सत्याम्बासहितं गुरुं हृत्पद्मकर्णिका मध्ये भावयेत् सर्वसिद्धये। श्रीभासुरानन्दनाथाय नमः। श्रीभास्करराय गुरुमण्डलाय नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्।
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Shri Matre Namaha. Namaste. Today will be the last day of our Soundaryalahari Sādhana. With Guru's grace and Devi's abundant grace and Acharya's abundant blessings, we have been able to come this far, and we are extremely grateful to all the supporters and the vidhiharthis who have been learning Soundaryalahari along with us. But for your support, we would not have come this far. Let's now proceed to learn the 99th shloka of Soundaryalahari.
sarasvatyā lakṣmyā
Sarasvatyā lakṣmyā Sarasvatyā lakṣmyā
vidhiharisapatno viharate
vidhiharisapatno viharate vidhiharisapatno viharate
sarasvatyā lakṣmyā vidhiharisapatno viharate
sarasvatyā lakṣmyā vidhiharisapatno viharate sarasvatyā lakṣmyā vidhiharisapatno viharate
rateḥ pātivratyaṃ
rateḥ pātivratyaṃ rateḥ pātivratyaṃ
śithilayati ramyeṇa vapuṣā
śithilayati ramyeṇa vapuṣā śithilayati ramyeṇa vapuṣā
rateḥ pātivratyaṃ śithilayati ramyeṇa vapuṣā
rateḥ pātivratyaṃ śithilayati ramyeṇa vapuṣā rateḥ pātivratyaṃ śithilayati ramyeṇa vapuṣā
ciraṃ jīvanneva
jīvanneva
kṣapitapaśupāśavyatikaraḥ
kṣapitapaśupāśavyatikaraḥ kṣapitapaśupāśavyatikaraḥ
ciraṃ jīvanneva kṣapitapaśupāśavyatikaraḥ
ciraṃ jīvanneva kṣapitapaśupāśavyatikaraḥ ciraṃ jīvanneva kṣapitapaśupāśavyatikaraḥ
parānandābhikhyaṃ
parānandābhikhyaṃ
rasayati rasaṃ tvadbhajanavān
rasayati rasaṃ tvadbhajanavān rasayati rasaṃ tvadbhajanavān
parānandābhikhyaṃ rasayati rasaṃ tvadbhajanavān
parānandābhikhyaṃ rasayati rasaṃ tvadbhajanavān parānandābhikhyaṃ rasayati rasaṃ tvadbhajanavān. Now all four lines together. Sarasvatyā lakṣmyā vidhiharisapatno viharate rateḥ pātivratyaṃ śithilayati ramyeṇa vapuṣā ciraṃ jīvanneva kṣapitapaśupāśavyatikaraḥ parānandābhikhyaṃ rasayati rasaṃ tvadbhajanavān sarasvatyā lakṣmyā vidhiharisapatno viharate rateḥ pātivratyaṃ śithilayati ramyeṇa vapuṣā ciraṃ jīvanneva kṣapitapaśupāśavyatikaraḥ
parānandābhikhyaṃ rasayati rasaṃ tvadbhajanavān.
Let us listen to the beautiful Natakuruji Ragam from Priya Paramesh, Mahinta and Karthik.
sarasvatyā lakṣmyā vidhiharisapatno viharate.
sarasvatyā lakṣmyā vidhiharisapatno viharate.
sarasvatyā lakṣmyā vidhiharisapatno viharate. sarasvatyā lakṣmyā vidhiharisapatno viharate.
rateḥ pātivratyaṃ śithilayati ramyeṇa vapuṣā.
rateḥ pātivratyaṃ śithilayati ramyeṇa vapuṣā.
rateḥ pātivratyaṃ śithilayati ramyeṇa vapuṣā. rateḥ pātivratyaṃ śithilayati ramyeṇa vapuṣā.
sarasvatyā lakṣmyā vidhiharisapatno viharate. rateḥ pātivratyaṃ śithilayati ramyeṇa vapuṣā.
sarasvatyā lakṣmyā vidhiharisapatno viharate. rateḥ pātivratyaṃ śithilayati ramyeṇa vapuṣā.
sarasvatyā lakṣmyā vidhiharisapatno viharate. rateḥ pātivratyaṃ śithilayati ramyeṇa vapuṣā. sarasvatyā lakṣmyā vidhiharisapatno viharate. rateḥ pātivratyaṃ śithilayati ramyeṇa vapuṣā.
ciraṃ jīvanneva kṣapitapaśupāśavyatikaraḥ.
ciraṃ jīvanneva kṣapitapaśupāśavyatikaraḥ.
ciraṃ jīvanneva kṣapitapaśupāśavyatikaraḥ. ciraṃ jīvanneva kṣapitapaśupāśavyatikaraḥ.
parānandābhikhyaṃ rasayati rasaṃ tvadbhajanavān.
parānandābhikhyaṃ rasayati rasaṃ tvadbhajanavān.
parānandābhikhyaṃ rasayati rasaṃ tvadbhajanavān. parānandābhikhyaṃ rasayati rasaṃ tvadbhajanavān.
ciraṃ jīvanneva kṣapitapaśupāśavyatikaraḥ. parānandābhikhyaṃ rasayati rasaṃ tvadbhajanavān.
ciraṃ jīvanneva kṣapitapaśupāśavyatikaraḥ. parānandābhikhyaṃ rasayati rasaṃ tvadbhajanavān.
ciraṃ jīvanneva kṣapitapaśupāśavyatikaraḥ. parānandābhikhyaṃ rasayati rasaṃ tvadbhajanavān. चिरञ्जीवन्नेव क्षपितपशुपाशव्यतिकरः परानन्दाभिख्यं रसयति रसं त्वद्भजनवान्
सरस्वत्या लक्ष्म्या विधिहरिसपत्नो विहरते रतेः पातिव्रत्यं शिथिलयति रम्येण वपुषा चिरञ्जीवन्नेव क्षपितपशुपाशव्यतिकरः परानन्दाभिख्यं रसयति रसं त्वद्भजनवान्
सरस्वत्या लक्ष्म्या विधिहरिसपत्नो विहरते रतेः पातिव्रत्यं शिथिलयति रम्येण वपुषा चिरञ्जीवन्नेव क्षपितपशुपाशव्यतिकरः परानन्दाभिख्यं रसयति रसं त्वद्भजनवान्
सरस्वत्या लक्ष्म्या विधिहरिसपत्नो विहरते रतेः पातिव्रत्यं शिथिलयति रम्येण वपुषा चिरञ्जीवन्नेव क्षपितपशुपाशव्यतिकरः परानन्दाभिख्यं रसयति रसं त्वद्भजनवान् सरस्वत्या लक्ष्म्या विधिहरिसपत्नो विहरते रतेः पातिव्रत्यं शिथिलयति रम्येण वपुषा चिरञ्जीवन्नेव क्षपितपशुपाशव्यतिकरः परानन्दाभिख्यं रसयति रसं त्वद्भजनवान्.
We'll see the meanings now. Hey Devi, tvadbhajanavān. The last word of the shloka, tvadbhajanavān. The sadhaka who worships you, sarasvatyā. As Saraswati will be blessed by Goddess Saraswati and will have all the command and proficiency in all forms of learning. Lakṣmyā, as Lakshmi, he will be blessed with all the comforts and wealth. That is, who worships Devi as Lakshmi will be blessed with all comforts and wealth. Vidhiharisapatno. This worship of the sadhaka will arouse jealousy for Vidhi, that is Brahma, and Hari, Vishnu. The sadhaka will have control over Saraswati and Lakshmi, so Brahma and Vishnu will be so jealous towards the sadhaka and thus will become his enemies. Viharate, he will have all the enjoyment. Ramyeṇa vapuṣā, he will get a beautiful body. Rateḥ pātivratyaṃ śithilayati, he will get such a beautiful body that the pativrata bhava of Rati, that is Kamadeva's, Manmatha's wife, will be disturbed, meaning the beautiful Rati will leave her husband Kamadeva, the god of love, and aspire to be with the sadhaka because of his beautiful body. This is another phala or fruit a sadhaka will enjoy because of worshipping Devi, says Acharya. Jīvanneva, he will have a long life. Jiva, he will become a Chiranjeevi. Kṣapitapaśupāśavyatikaraḥ. Kṣapita meaning destroyed. That is, his attachments with his worldly enjoyments will be destroyed and will not distract him from meditating on Devi. And parānandābhikhyaṃ rasaṃ rasayati. The sadhaka will enjoy the supreme bliss. In this verse, Adi Shankara gives the state of mind of a sadhaka who has experienced the bliss of Devi's form in the preceding 98 shlokas of Soundaryalahari. Normally, any stotra will end with a phalashruti, meaning they will provide the fruits or the results of chanting that prayer. As Bhagavatpada has achieved oneness with Devi, if he asks for any fruits from Devi, it will mean Dvaita Bhava or Shankara revealing his individual identity. Instead, he says tvadbhajanavān. He explains the state of sadhakas who are offering prayers to Devi as those who have goddess Saraswati and Lakshmi in their possession, having a beautiful body which infatuates even Manmatha's consort Rati Devi, having a very long life, and while living this life have destroyed their connections as jiva to the bondage of life, Pashupāśa Vimochanam, and will enjoy the exalted state of Paramananda or Parananda.
If, say, assume goddess appears before us, and what will we normally ask? We will normally first ask for wealth or bhoga, and then we will be asking for moksha. Bhagavatpada always places Saraswati or Jnanam first, and then he places Lakshmi. He gives us a hint that bhoga purusharthas or wealth we aspire are temporary, and the permanent blessing is to get sayujyam with Devi and moksham. We all know that moksha can be obtained only when we have jnana. In the Devi Mahatmyam, when the Vaishya asks for moksham, Devi blesses him and says he will get jnana. Vaishyavarja tvayayascha varosmattobhi vanchitaha tam prayachhami samsiddhe tavajnanam bhavishyati. This shows the importance of placing Saraswati before Lakshmi. Although with our limited mind, we always place Lakshmi before Saraswati. Lots of knowledge and wisdom, all the comforts of this life that can be obtained by a wealthy person, a beautiful and attractive physical form, long life, removal of bondage from this samsara, always in the exalted ananda or experiencing the eternal bliss is the state of the sadhaka doing puja to Mahatripura Sundari. How beautiful Bhagavatpada has summed up what we want in this verse or the entire Soundaryalahari.
The Paramananda or eternal bliss a sadhaka will experience are different types of mukti. When the sadhaka meditates and does upasana on the Manipuraka chakra, he gets sarshti mukti. Devyaha purasamipe purantaram nirmaya sevam kurvanasya avasthitihi. Meaning he will be near the Sripura Nagara of Sri Devi and will do all the seva or service to her residing in another place. This is called sarshti muktihi. When the sadhaka does samvitkala upasana of Devi, he gets salokya muktihi, meaning he will reside in her own Sripura, Devyaha pattane nivasaha. When the sadhaka does the Vishuddhi Chakra upasana of Devi, he gets to do service of her Anga sevakatva. Samipyam nama Anga sevakatva. Now, when he does the Agya Chakra upasana, he gets the Sarupyatvam, meaning he gets the same form as Devi. Agya Chakropasakanam Sarupya Muktihi. Sarupyam nama Samana Rupatvam. These four muktis are together called mukti. The sadhaka has overcome all the external sorrows and pain in all these four types of mukti. But the eternal Paramanandatvam comes to him only when he attains the Sayujyam with Devi. That comes only when he does the upasana on the Sahasra Kamalam. At this stage, he becomes one with Shiva and Shakti.
In the Srividya Upasana, at the end of the puja, the sadhaka partakes the prasadam of Vishesharghyam or Vishesharghyam offered to Devi during the Samayika puja. This is what Bhagavatpada said in the previous verse, Mataha kada kale pibeyam tava charana rasam. When a sadhaka has taken this arghya, he is in the state called Sadananda Nirbharaha. he says the mantra, idam pavitram amritam pibami bhava bheshajam pasupāśa samuccheda karanam bhairavoditam akanta patra bharitam idanta paramamritam parahanta maye vannhau purna patram juhomyaham. In this exalted state, the sadhaka experiences the union with Shakti, and he is no longer a separate entity different from Devi in his mind. Although for the outside world, he appears different from Devi.
So we see that Acharya has summed up all the Phalashrutis of reciting Soundaryalahari through this 99th shloka. Lots of knowledge and wisdom, all the comforts of this life, a beautiful and attractive physical form, long life, removal of bondage from this samsara, always being in the Paramananda or Parananda state is what a sadhaka gets doing puja to Mahatripura Sundari. We will now move on to the concluding shloka of Soundaryalahari, the 100th shloka.
Pradīpajvālābhirdivasakaranīrājanavidhiḥ
Pradīpajvālābhirdivasakaranīrājanavidhiḥ Pradīpajvālābhirdivasakaranīrājanavidhiḥ Sudhāsūteśchandropala jalalavairarghya-rachana Sudhāsūteśchandropala jalalavairarghya-rachana svakīyairambhobhiḥ
salilanidhisauhityakaraṇaṃ
svakīyairambhobhiḥ
tvadīyābhirvāgbhistava janani vācāṃ stutiriyam tvadīyābhirvāgbhistava janani vācāṃ stutiriyam
All the four lines together.
pradīpajvālābhirdivasakaranīrājanavidhiḥ sudhāsūteśchandropala jalalavairarghya-rachana svakīyairambhobhiḥ salilanidhisauhityakaraṇaṃ tvadīyābhirvāgbhistava janani vācāṃ stutiriyam pradīpajvālābhirdivasakaranīrājanavidhiḥ sudhāsūteśchandropala jalalavairarghya-rachana svakīyairambhobhiḥ salilanidhisauhityakaraṇaṃ tvadīyābhirvāgbhistava janani vācāṃ stutiriyam.
We will listen to Priya, Pramesh, Mahinta and Karthik and learn this 100th shloka in Natakurunji Ragam.
pradīpajvālābhirdivasakaranīrājanavidhiḥ pradīpajvālābhirdivasakaranīrājanavidhiḥ
pradīpajvālābhirdivasakaranīrājanavidhiḥ
sudhāsūteśchandropala jalalavairarghya-rachana अर्घ्यरचनाम्
सुधासूतेश्चन्द्रोपलजललवैरर्घ्यरचनाम्
सुधासूतेश्चन्द्रोपलजललवैरर्घ्यरचनाम् सुधासूतेश्चन्द्रोपलजललवैरर्घ्यरचनाम्
प्रदीपज्वालाभिर्दिवसकरनीराजनविधिः सुधासूतेश्चन्द्रोपलजललवैरर्घ्यरचनाम्
प्रदीपज्वालाभिर्दिवसकरनीराजनविधिः सुधासूतेश्चन्द्रोपलजललवैरर्घ्यरचनाम्
प्रदीपज्वालाभिर्दिवसकरनीराजनविधिः सुधासूतेश्चन्द्रोपलजललवैरर्घ्यरचनाम् प्रदीपज्वालाभिर्दिवसकरनीराजनविधिः सुधासूतेश्चन्द्रोपलजललवैरर्घ्यरचनाम्
स्वकीयैरम्भोभिः सलिलनिधिसौहित्यकरणम्
स्वकीयैरम्भोभिः सलिलनिधिसौहित्यकरणम्
स्वकीयैरम्भोभिः सलिलनिधिसौहित्यकरणम् स्वकीयैरम्भोभिः सलिलनिधिसौहित्यकरणम्
त्वदीयाभिर्वाग्भिस्तव जननि वाचाम् स्तुतिरियम्
त्वदीयाभिर्वाग्भिस्तव जननि वाचाम् स्तुतिरियम्
त्वदीयाभिर्वाग्भिस्तव जननि वाचाम् स्तुतिरियम् त्वदीयाभिर्वाग्भिस्तव जननि वाचाम् स्तुतिरियम्
स्वकीयैरम्भोभिः सलिलनिधिसौहित्यकरणम् त्वदीयाभिर्वाग्भिस्तव जननि वाचाम् स्तुतिरियम्
स्वकीयैरम्भोभिः सलिलनिधिसौहित्यकरणम् त्वदीयाभिर्वाग्भिस्तव जननि वाचाम् स्तुतिरियम्
स्वकीयैरम्भोभिः सलिलनिधिसौहित्यकरणम् त्वदीयाभिर्वाग्भिस्तव जननि वाचाम् स्तुतिरियम् स्वकीयैरम्भोभिः सलिलनिधिसौहित्यकरणम् त्वदीयाभिर्वाग्भिस्तव जननि वाचाम् स्तुतिरियम्
प्रदीपज्वालाभिर्दिवसकरनीराजनविधिः सुधासूतेश्चन्द्रोपलजललवैरर्घ्यरचनाम् स्वकीयैरम्भोभिः सलिलनिधिसौहित्यकरणम् त्वदीयाभिर्वाग्भिस्तव जननि वाचाम् स्तुतिरियम्
प्रदीपज्वालाभिर्दिवसकरनीराजनविधिः सुधासुतेश्चन्द्रोपलजलवैरर्घ्यरचनान् स्वकीयैरम्भोभिः सलिलनिधिसौहित्यकरणम् त्वदीयाभिर्वाग्भिस्तव जननि वाचां स्तुतिरियम्
प्रदीपज्वालाभिर्दिवसकरनीराजनविधिः सुधासूतेश्चन्द्रोपल जललवैरर्घ्यरचना स्वकीयैरम्भोभिः सलिलनिधिसौहित्यकरणम् त्वदीयाभिर्वाग्भिस्तव जननि वाचां स्तुतिरियम् प्रदीपज्वालाभिर्दिवसकरनीराजनविधिः सुधासूतेश्चन्द्रोपल जललवैरर्घ्यरचना स्वकीयैरम्भोभिः सलिलनिधिसौहित्यकरणम् त्वदीयाभिर्वाग्भिस्तव जननि वाचां स्तुतिरियम्.
To the meanings now. Hey vacaṃ janani, O mother of all words. Now come to the first line. Pradīpajvālābhikhyaṃ. With the flames of a lantern or candle, Divasakaranírājanavidhiḥ. Divasakara is the name for Surya, the sun god, who is the cause for making every day. The Nirajanam or Arti is done to Surya, maker of every day. Svakīyairambhobhiḥ. From its own water, Chandropala jalalavaihi. Jalalavair arghya has to be split as jalalavaihi arghya. Now take the Chandropala jalalavaihi with the drops of water from the moonstone. Sudha sutehe arghya, offering arghyam to the moon who gives the amrita or nectar. Svakīyairambhobhiḥ, with its own water. Salilanidhisauhityakaraṇaṃ, satisfying the ocean by offering back its own water. Tvadīyābhirvāgbhistava has to be split as tvadīyābhirvāgbhistava. Tvadīyābhirvāgbhih, meaning with your own words. Tava iyam. Iyam is in the last word of the fourth line. Stutiriyam. Stutihi iyam. So tava iyam, your this. Stutihi, words of stuti or praise. So Bhagavad Pada says, just like we offer the jyoti or the flame of a small deepa or a candle to Surya, the sun god who gives light to the entire universe, and just like the moon's created water on the moonstone is given back as arghya to the moon, the moonlight creates water on the moonstone. Now, if we take that water on the moonstone, which is created by the moonlight itself, and if we take that water and offer as arghya back to the moon, just like doing that action of offering the moon's own created water back to the moon as arghya, and just like if you want to satisfy the ocean, you just take some water out of the ocean and offer it back to it. Bhagavad Pada says in this shloka, he is offering Devi's own words back to her. In this final shloka of Soundaryalahari, Acharya Bhagavad Pada Adi Shankara is offering the Soundaryalahari back to Devi. He says that this Soundaryalahari is nothing but your own words, nothing but the words of Devi speaking through his mouth. We can only offer something which we own or we create. He says this entire Soundaryalahari is Devi's work and he has no role in its composition. If this is the case, where is the question of offering this to Devi? He talks about the absurdity of offering Devi's Soundaryalahari composition to Devi. He gives examples of 3 other absurdities. Lighting a camphor or a candle and showing it to the sun is the first absurdity. The sun gives light to the entire universe, and how ridiculous it is to show light to the sun, on whose illumination the entire universe shines. The second example of the absurdity is offering arghyam to the moon with its own created water on the moonstone. It is said that when moonlight falls on a moonstone, water oozes out. How ridiculous it will be to offer the same water to moon, as we would not have the water oozing out of moonstone if there were no moonlight. Similarly, to just satisfy the ocean, there is no way that we can find any other water that does not reach the ocean. All waters from rivers reach the ocean, and just taking out water from ocean and offering it back to the ocean just to satisfy the ocean is the third absurdity.
The entire Soundaryalahari poured out of Bhagavad Pada's mouth when he was in his sadhana and he was enjoying the oneness with Shakti. He was fully dissolved in Shakti, and Shakti was fully dissolved in him. They were no longer 2 different entities. The description of Devi's physical features were Shankara's vision of Devi in his Turiya state. He poured out these verses so that sadhakas like us can have the bhakti and shraddha and obtain the grace of Devi. Once we obtain her grace, we will be able to perform the inner worship or antaryaga. The inner worship will endow all of us with all the material wealth or bhoga, and will in turn lead us to moksha, or the eternal joy we will experience in the kingdom of the goddess. With this, we conclude with Devi's and Guru Mandala's abundant grace and blessing this Soundaryalahari sadhana. We thank all Bhaskara Prakasha Ashram volunteers for helping us in this sadhana. Our gratitude to Priya Paramesh for composing these 100 verses in 10 different ragas, and to Paramesh, Mahinta and Karthik for assisting Priya in the musical rendition. Bhagavad Pada has condensed the entire Srividya sadhana in these verses. We are indeed blessed and extremely fortunate to have spent some time in trying to understand the meanings of Soundaryalahari. We have tried our best to give the meanings of this great work of Acharya. Many times we feel the meaning is beyond our mind and intellect, just like the Veda says, Apraapya manasa saha. As Bhagavad Pada is explaining Sri Vidya, which is Brahma Vidya, in these verses, just like Brahma Vidya, Soundaryalahari is also not reachable by our finite mind. Soundaryalahari is infinite bliss. It is Sat, Chit and Ananda. It is Brahmajnana.
If you found our explanations useful and meaningful, it is only due to the blessings of our Guru Mandala, Mahatripura Sundari and Acharya Shankara Bhagavad Pada. As we have very limited role in these explanations, not the doer, we cannot offer to Devi's lotus feet as our offering, but we, with total humility, pray to Devi to accept our little blabber and make it meaningful for listeners.
Any mistakes you find in these verses are solely ours and due to our lack of sadhana, and pray to Devi for aparadha kshama and forgiveness. We end with our Atma Samarpanam.
Japo jalpa shilpam sakalamapi mudra virachana gatif pradakshinya kramanam ashanad yahuti vidhihi pranama samvesha sukhamakhilam atmarpana drisha saparya paryayastava bhavatu yanme vilasitam bhumo skalita padanam bhumireva valambanam त्वयि जाता पराधानां त्वमेव शरणं शिवे तुह्यादिगुह्य गोत्री त्वं ग्रहाणास्पत्कृतं जपं सिद्धिर्भवतु मे देवी त्वत्प्रसादात् सुरेश्वरी सर्वं जगदम्बार्पणमस्तु देवनाथ गुरो स्वामिन् देशिक स्वात्मनायक त्रागित्राहि कृपा सिन्धो पूजां पूर्णतरां कुरु. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्रीमात्रे नमः.
शिवे
शिवसुशीतलामृततरङ्गगन्धोल्लसन् नवावरणदेवते नवनवामृतस्यन्दिनी गुरुक्रमपुरस्कृते गुणशरीरनित्योज्ज्वले षडङ्गपरिवारिते कालितयेष पुष्पाञ्जलिः कालितयेष पुष्पाञ्जलिः